Well, as we ended 2025, it was a terrible cold and flu season already predicted for 2026 winter. And Sherry Torkos is here, pharmacist and author, to talk about what we can do to combat the flu either during or before you have already had it. Sherry, thanks for being here. First, let's talk about what we can do as a preventative in regards to the flu and cold at home.
Right. Thanks so much for having me on. So we're going to start off with talking about early detection. Often the first sign of a cold or a flu is elevated temperature. Now, colds typically cause low-grade fevers. With the flu, it's that sudden onset of a more elevated fever. So that's why taking and getting an accurate temperature reading is really important. So we really don't use the oral or rectal thermometers. It's ear thermometers, forehead scanners. This is the Braun Thermoscan 7. This is the one that I use in my house, and I like this because it has this age precision technology. So what this means is you turn it on, 3 steps, turn it on, input the age range, and when you push the button to take the reading, it'll give you the results, and it's color-coded. If it's red, that's a fever. Okay. Yellow is an elevated temperature. Green means you have a normal temperature. The reason why this is so important is that the definition of a fever changes based on the age of a person. What's normal for, say, a 6-year-old could be a fever for an infant. Less than 3 months of old, all fevers need to be seen by a medical doctor.
Okay, well that makes it
because they don't have the defenses, right? So yes, this takes the guesswork out. Now, if we do have elevated temperature, we want to think about rehydrating because getting dehydrated can be a medical problem. So I like coconut water, electrolyte solutions, lots of water, bananas, chicken soup, cool compresses to the forehead. Not all fevers need to be medicated. We usually give medicine like Tylenol or ibuprofen to help with the symptoms, help with the comfort, and to bring that fever down if it's getting too high.
Fantastic. Now, if you're already someone who might be on the verge of already getting sick, is there stuff you can take to help shorten the duration at all?
Yes, for sure. So if you have a cold, you feel that you're just starting with that, this is something that you can use at the first sign of infection. It's called Betadine. It's their cold defense nasal spray. And what I like about this is it's safe for children and adults, and it actually works to trap and disable viruses in the sinus passages. So it can help to shorten the duration, speed healing, as well as helping with the symptoms, the congestion and the runny nose. So that's something at the first sign. The other thing that I would recommend, if you have influenza, so we're talking again that fever, body aches, chills, feeling uncomfortable, this Sambucol black elderberry is antiviral with specific activity against influenza A and B. So this is safe for the whole family, for 2 and above. Okay. It tastes good.
Yes, which
and
is
it also so not only helps speed recovery, but it also helps with the symptoms, the fever, the aches and pains, the congestion, cough. So that's something that can be very helpful.
Hopefully the little ones won't revolt if they have to have it.
The little ones like this. Unlike some of the other syrups you see in the pharmacy that don't taste good and the kids want to spit them back at you, this one is always a popular one and well liked by children.
Fantastic. Now, talking about the pharmacy, obviously it is easy to get to a pharmacy and maybe pick up something. Is there stuff at home that you might have already that can help?
Well, gargling with salt water is always helpful for a sore throat. Also honey, everyone has honey in their house pretty much. Yes. Honey is great for a cough and also to calm a sore throat, but that's only recommended for 1 and above because there is a risk of a certain type of infection with unpasteurized honey in the younger ones. Another option that you will find in the pharmacy that is natural based, and this is cough syrup. It helps with cough and chest congestion, and it contains ivy leaf extract. So this is very effective for breaking up the mucus, thinning the secretions. It's an expectorant, and it's free of alcohol, sugar, dyes, gluten, all the things that we want to avoid. So safe for 1 and above, and that's ProSpan, and you'll find that in pharmacies.
Fantastic. And lastly, obviously we're in a Canadian winter, which means that the sun decides to go away a few months at a time. It feels like vitamins are important.
Certain vitamins are so important, and vitamin D is one of them because vitamin D, our sunshine vitamin, yes, we don't have half of our body exposed when it's, say, -10 outside. We're bundled right up. So we need to think about supplementing with vitamin D. Most Canadians are deficient. We know that vitamin D plays a very important role in immune health. So for children, think about liquids. I like this liquid vitamin D by now. Okay, so that's something you give to the little ones. And then for adults, the capsules, the vitamin D by now. I really like this is the one that I take. So I brought that in with me today. So that's important. And think about adding some vitamin C rich foods, berries, citrus, apples, an apple a day never hurt.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. We all want to stay healthy this
Yes, we
winter
do.
and into 2026. Sherry, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.